Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So, doing a little bit different reading today. I've done this before, but I don't do this very often. This is a reading all about your health and wellness goals. So, whatever your goals are, lose weight, gain muscle, get healthy, feel better, have more energy. I don't know. I don't know what your goals are, you do. So, focus on your goal as you look at these three cards and choose what group to listen to. So, group one. Your card is number 34, Voyage. You already have all the answers. And I would say pay attention to the imagery in all of these. All right, group two is number 17, Flower. Be honest with yourself. And then group three, it's card number 27, Witch. Justice is coming. All right, there you go. Just head on down to the description box, click on the timestamp for the group you want to join, and I will see you in your reading. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group one. Okay, let's get started. So, the card that you picked is card number 34. It says Voyage. You already have all the answers. So there you go. You don't even need to watch the video. You know everything now. Just kidding, just kidding. We'll talk more about what that card means for you and for your reading in a bit, but I want to get some tarot cards out for you. The deck that I'm using, I use this deck specifically for this reading, and you'll see why. I use it for the images on the cards. So sometimes you'll see me or hear me interpret the cards differently, if you're familiar with tarot, because I'm really intuitively reading into the image on the card. All right. Okay. All right, what's working for you? Six of Wands. Can you see that? What's working against you? The Four of Wands. The advice from Spirit. Three of Swords. And the outcome. Ace of Cups. All right. Let's get a few more cards here. Just to clarify each of these energies. All right. Working for you, Two of Pentacles. Working against you, King of Cups. Advice from Spirit, Queen of Pentacles. And outcome, Six of Swords. All right, give me just a minute while I take these in, and then I'll let you know what I see going on here. All right. So, for starters, what's working for you? Six of Wands. What I'm seeing here, if you notice in the picture, it's all these cleaning utensils. And what I'm hearing is that you, in general, you eat pretty clean. Not a lot of processed foods. You try to eat fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh food, real food. That really is working for you. And you're able to do this regardless of how busy you are. So you may be doing meal planning. Yeah, I'm hearing meal planning. So a lot of you may be doing meal planning, or you're just good at planning your menus, shopping ahead of time, cooking ahead of time. You're able to juggle your responsibilities while still managing to eat healthy, clean foods, which is fantastic. All right, so what's working against you? First of all, we have the Four of Wands. What I'm hearing is that you do need to move more. Move your body, exercise, obviously, under the direction and care of a doctor. I'm not a physician by any stretch. So, anything that even remotely sounds like medical advice, check your doctor, But what they are telling me here is move more. That's what's working against you, is that, yes, you're eating good foods, you're just not exercising enough. You're not moving your body enough. They're also telling me that there's somebody in your life who is a little bit of a bad influence. Someone who may drink too much, who tries to pull you away, not on purpose necessarily, but tries to pull you away from your goals. And to be aware of that. So what's the advice? First of all, Spirit is saying to treat yourself once in a while. You don't have to be quite so strict. Denying yourself the pleasures of, birthday cake, for instance. When it's a special occasion, you don't have to deny yourself. They want you to treat yourself once in a while in moderation, which makes sense. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Hold on one second, they're giving me a message. Yeah, they're just kind of reiterating sort of what you're already doing. Stay in charge of your routine, of your program. You're the boss of your body, of your health, of how you eat, how much you exercise, how you go about getting your body in the healthiest shape you can. And the outcome. Obviously, the outcome is whatever you have a goal here. This isn't so much about your goal, but this is sort of what Spirit sees you accomplishing through this. First of all, they see you drinking more water. And that is the first thing I saw when I looked at this card. If you notice, she is surrounded by water and fresh fish. And she has this map in front of her. You really do know what to do. Drink lots of water. Eat fresh foods. The card is voyage. Move more. Move more. So one of the things that is coming up is, you will start drinking more water through this process. The other thing is that, I don't know if you're not cooking a lot right now. You are eating fresh food, so you must be cooking some. But I'm seeing you cook more, or taking cooking classes, or sort of upping your skill level when it comes to cooking. You may also be varying your menu more. That's what's coming up with this. pull a few more tarot cards here, just get a little more information. I mean, it seems like you're in really good, really good shape, really on the right track. If you're here watching this and you're eating clean, you're probably just wondering, what can I do, to get to my goal? The big thing is, move your body more, take control. Take control. It feels a bit like you're really good a lot of the time, but then other people or another person is really influencing you and pulling you away from your goals. And it doesn't take much to sort of sabotage your efforts. And I don't think anybody's doing that on purpose, but it does happen, Okay, so what's working for you? 6 of Cups. All right, they are saying that you're drinking a lot of water. You actually are doing a good job with that. So Spirit, why the Ace of Cups? Okay, all right. What they're saying is, for your outcome, you're eating very clean. You're not necessarily drinking clean. So you may be getting a lot of fluids, a lot of water, but by way of, different drinks. Through this process, as you start to really hone in and focus on crystallizing your goals, it's not so much about drinking more water, but you'll find yourself drinking more water, actual water, not Crystal Light, not, Powerade or any of these flavored drinks. Real clean, fresh water is good for your body. What's working against you? 3 of Cups. You may be drinking a little bit too much alcohol. Whether that's at home or when you're out with friends. But also, this also just sort of emphasizes this message of the people around you maybe influencing you. And that's why we've got this advice card of take control. It's okay to go out with your friends and say, you know what, I'm going to drink water tonight. Or, I'm going to have one drink and then, then it's water for me, or however you feel is the right way for you. But it does feel like there's an influence that is pulling you away. It also feels like you've got some stressors in your life, whether it's like a hectic job, responsibilities at home, stressors that at the end of the day, you feel like you need a drink, deserve a drink. And I totally get that sentiment. But what they're saying is that's not the right way to de-stress. There are better ways to de-stress that won't also derail your efforts. So find new ways. Meditate, exercise, go for a walk. There's a lot of different ways. Read a book. You'll find they work. Advice. Chariot. Again, it's a message of move more. Get out of your comfort zone is what they're saying when it comes to exercise. So if you are exercising and you're doing the same thing every day, they want you to shake that up a little bit. Keep your body guessing and keep you interested. When you try new things, you'll find you get more interested. All right, and outcome. Page of Cups. This is a card of just being happier, of growing. It could be that you're trying to, gain muscle, because this is very much a growth card if you look at the sunflowers. You'll be drinking cleaner, cooking more and learning to cook more, trying new things. But in general, you're just going to find that you're happier, healthier, that your body just feels more alive. And who doesn't want that? All right. Got a message card here for you. All right. And your card is, you are loved. You are enough just as you are, and you are loved. If you don't have a model for love, imagine yourself as a child. Perhaps you have a favorite picture of yourself as an adorable 5-year-old. Look into your own sweet eyes and acknowledge just how special you are. That child inside still needs your tenderness, and so does the adult you. Please don't abandon yourself. Instead, tap into the ocean of love inside. And interesting, the ocean of love, and then your main card also is on the ocean. Yeah, it's really important to love yourself, treat yourself. And I think it also comes down to this card here. Treat yourself every once in a while, but do it on your terms. As the Queen of Pentacles, do it on your terms and not because you're in a situation where you feel uncomfortable saying no. But they're saying it's okay to treat yourself once in a while. Plan for it. When you really need something, have it. Just don't make it a habit to treat yourself every day. But once in a while is good for the soul. They are saying try to avoid alcohol, though. Don't treat yourself with alcohol, is what they're saying. They're not saying you can't drink or don't drink or anything like that, but find other ways to treat yourself, is what they're saying. They're saying alcohol tends to lead to more alcohol, and more alcohol tends to lead to more indulging. Where a bite of cake or a piece of cake, usually that's it. They're saying know your limits. Okay. Let's get some final messages for you. Okay. Respond versus react. The one thing I notice in this card is it talks about old triggers and traumas and new beneficial thought patterns. It's really a message of being intentional when it comes to your own health, your own well-being, how you eat, when you work out, when you drink, when you treat yourself. Think about it and be intentional about it. If something happens that makes you want to run out and like I need that glass of wine at the end of the night, I totally get it. But Spirit is asking you to stop and recognize that impulse and really make the conscious decision whether that's the right thing for you or not. All right. And we have heart-mind union. Harmony of heart with mind. Faster manifestation, highest vibration. So if you if you think that you're depriving yourself, then your heart and your mind are not in harmony. And I think that's why they want you to treat yourself. It's like they know that you may have a tendency to be all or nothing, or to deprive yourself and resent it, or to treat yourself and feel guilty. Get your heart and mind in the same page. It's okay to be good to yourself, to treat yourself. It's okay to be good to yourself and treat yourself. And when you're happy with what you're doing, your vibration raises and your plans will manifest even faster. All right, group one, that's all I've got for you. I hope that was helpful. I know this is a little bit of a different kind of reading, but for those of you that are interested in it, thanks for joining me, and I hope it helps. Have a great one, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group two. Okay, let's get started. So, the card that you picked is card number 17, Flower. Be honest with yourself. And we'll talk more about what that card means after we get some tarot out on the table. All right. Now, please remember, I'm just a tarot reader. I am not a doctor. Anything that even remotely sounds like it might be medical advice, it's not. So just check with your doctor, disclaimers. Okay. So, what's working for you? 3 of Cups. What's working against you? Ace of Wands. The advice from Spirit, 3 of Wands. And the outcome, 9 of Pentacles. All right, we're going to pull some more cards, get a little more clarity on those. We have 9 of Swords under what's working for you. It's working against you? Oh, okay. Knight of Pentacles reversed. I'm chuckling because I don't do reversals with this deck. They're never upside down, so there must be a reason why that card is upside down for you. Advice, 8 of Pentacles. Outcome, 5 of Swords. And we'll pull a few more cards in a minute, but let me just take a second and take these in, and we'll talk about what's here right now. Okay. So for starters, what's working for you? Now, keep in mind, I use this deck for this reading primarily because of the images on the cards. So I may interpret these, I often do, interpret them differently than the traditional tarot. And that's because I read the images intuitively and I hear messages based on the images. So if you know tarot, don't be upset by that. So what I'm hearing that you're doing right, that's working for you, is you're doing a good job of cutting out the things that you know aren't good for you. I'm hearing, like for some of you, you could be cutting out gluten, you could be cutting out sugar, you could be cutting out processed foods. They're saying you know your body. you've been paying attention and you're doing a good job of cutting out some of the things that have hurt your health and wellness goals in the past. You've also done a good job of cutting out sugary drinks in particular. So I don't know if you were once a soda drinker or different, bottled drinks, Gatorade, Powerade, not knocking any of them, but they're saying you've done a good job of either eliminating them or reducing them significantly and focusing more on water or healthy drinks. And they're saying you are getting enough to drink, which is good. Like you're drinking enough, you're getting enough fluids to keep your body, functioning and everything moving. So what's working against you? Ace of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. What I'm hearing is, you're not, first of all, you may not be eating clean enough. You may not be eating clean. And you're not getting quite the right nutrients. They're also saying with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, now if you notice in the picture, he's like mowing the grass. And when we mow the grass, we we cut it real short. And this is in reverse. Hold on. They're saying you're going too long in between meals. So maybe you're doing like intermittent fasting, or you're just busy and not getting meals on time, and then you eat too much, or you sometimes maybe eat the wrong things because you've gotten really hungry. But they're saying, just like when you cut the grass, you want to do it on a schedule to keep the grass healthy. You don't want it growing too long. You don't want it growing too short. You don't want to cut it too short. You want it growing too long. And that's why they specifically gave me this card in reverse, to say that it's going too long. Kind of a play on words. Growing too long, going too long. You're waiting too long before you eat in a lot of cases. And they're saying it's affecting your stamina. It's affecting your hunger levels too much. And it's affecting your willpower. All right, they're saying there's more to this Ace of Wands also, but they want me to come back to it, so I will do that. So, advice. Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. They do want you to eat more clean, which means eat more natural foods, fewer processed foods. And we did sort of see that here. But there's more to that, and I'm getting some of those messages now. I'm also hearing that you're putting too much pressure on yourself to do it all, to be perfect. And with the Eight of Pentacles, they're saying keep working at it. Keep trying new things. Keep focusing on what's working and get better at that. And they're drawing my attention back to this card. Be honest with yourself. They're They're saying sometimes you, well, first of all, sometimes you just aren't honest with yourself. But more than that, they're saying sometimes you are not kind to yourself. Maybe you mess up. Maybe you fall off track. Maybe you give in. You wait too long to eat and you get hungry, or you've exercised too hard one day, and then they're saying you're too hard on yourself. And there's more about that coming, they're telling me as well. But for now, they want you to know you're doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. There's just a few tweaks that you need to focus on. Now, outcome. Number 1, 9 of Pentacles. See how full that dishwasher is? They're saying you're going to start cycling your food intake, meaning you're going to eat more on a schedule at regular intervals, and you're going to stop when you're full instead of overeating, which is great. And the result, I don't know what your goals are, but the result, they're saying, is that you are going to trim down. You are going to lean up. If you're trying to lose weight, this is the card you want right here. Trimming down this body. Yeah, they're saying trim down and lean up. Like, that's your outcome. So, all right, we're going to get a few more cards here. A little bit more clarity on each of these. We have the Hanged Man, King of Wands, Strength, and 10 of Swords. So, for what's working for you. Like I mentioned earlier, you're eliminating sugary drinks that are unhealthy for you. It could be alcohol as well. You're cutting out the things that you know are not good for you in particular. They're also mentioning that you give yourself the downtime that you need to sort of recalibrate, to rest and recover and restore. So I don't know if you meditate or you just sit quietly, read a book. They're saying you're doing a good job of that. It's working for you. Don't eliminate that from your routine, because believe it or not, it is helping you. And they see that. Now, what's working against you? We talked about waiting too long between meals, eating a little more cleanly. But again, I think we mentioned this somewhere else, is trying to do it all. Trying to be perfect. Trying to get it right the first time. And sort of beating yourself up when you don't get it right. You don't have to be the wizard of health and wellness. It's really one step at a time. Focus on one thing at a time and get it right. Yeah, they're saying the same thing with this Ace of Wands, you know, that's used to dust and clean. And they're saying, oh gosh, I lost it. They're saying there's too much focus on being perfect and not enough focus on just being alive, living your life. You don't have to be perfect. Don't beat yourself up if you're not perfect. Advice. Same advice. Don't beat yourself up if you know, for not being able to do it all and being perfect. Eat a little more cleanly. Stay on track with what you're doing, because you're doing a lot of the right things, and just keep working on it. And they are recommending that you do some strength training. Obviously, you know, with your doctor's okay. But they're saying strength training will actually do more for you than you think. What I'm getting is that you may be afraid of it, of bulking up, of adding weight to the scale by building muscle. And trust me, I know how that feels. You want the scale to go down if you're trying to lose weight. They're saying it will help you more than you think. And if you notice, this is the word they were just drawing me to, fast. It will work fast. Focus on strength training and continuing to do what you've been doing. Just don't beat yourself up and try to do everything right, you know. Outcome, you know, you'll be more stable with your meal times, stopping when you're full. You're going to trim down. And then this Ten of Swords. They're saying you're going to go, you'll, as an outcome of this and focusing on this, you're going to start being easier on yourself and stop poking and prodding yourself for just being human. They want you right now to be honest about, for instance, meal times. What you eat, when you eat. Keep track of it. But more than anything, they want you to be kind to yourself. They're talking about manifesting. So, you know, we're always manifesting things in our lives, whether we realize it or not. So when you beat yourself up, when you know, get mad at yourself for making a mistake, or for the scale not going in the direction you want, or when you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you're sending out those negative vibrations that just boomerang back, right back onto you. They want you to look in the mirror and see all the beautiful that is you. Like, I can hear, and it's like bringing tears to my eyes, I can hear like this voice in my head saying these terrible things at the person in the mirror. And they're saying, stop doing that. You wouldn't do that to a friend. You wouldn't look at them and say those things to them, or to a sister or a brother, or, you know, someone you care about. You wouldn't look at them and say some of the horrible things that, at least I'm hearing in my head, are being said in the mirror to yourself. They're saying, please stop doing that. That gets you nowhere. It just keeps sending you back to square one every time you do it. All right, let's get a message here. Okay. card is you are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm pretty awesome too. It's a great message, and it's right on point with what they've been saying. So not only will, switching your mindset, changing how you talk to yourself help you, but they're also saying it's going to help the people around you when they see you start really loving yourself. All right, we're going to get some final messages here, and then I will let you go. All right, we have challenge. Delays or detours are beneficial. Revise, rethink, follow the signs. So if you've been experiencing some delays in, getting to your goals, you're saying stop and reevaluate. Don't take them as failures. Take them as opportunities to learn. Because you're in this for the long run, right? You're in this body for the rest of your life. Quick fixes just lead to quick failures later. Be willing to do this slow and steady. The time will go by faster than you think. And you'll be glad that you did. And incoming. News or message, a game changer, surprise invitation, insights, gifts, making connections. They're saying, what I'm hearing is there's a message that's going to be coming to you from an unexpected source. It's going to give you some advice and some insight that is going to be very valuable to you. When you see it or hear it or come across it, it's going to stop you and you're going to look deeper into it. And you might even wonder why. Like, maybe it's an article you click on social media or something, or a video or something. But there's something important in that message that's really going to help you. So they're saying, pay attention. All right, anything else, Spirit? Nope, that's it. All right, group 2, thank you so much for being here, and best of luck with your goals. And if you want to share in the comments any of your thoughts, your goals, I would love to hear it, because obviously I don't know what they are, but I'd love to hear, how things are going for you. So thank you, and we will see you next time, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. Okay, let's get started. So the card that you picked is card number 27. And it says, which justice is coming? And she's looking at her clothes in the closet. All right, we're going to talk more about what that card means for you and your health and wellness goals. First, let's get some tarot cards out on the table. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, what's working for you? Temperance. What's working against you? Four of Pentacles. The advice from Spirit, Knight of Swords. Outcome, Seven of Cups. All right, we're going to get some more cards here. Now, just so you know, I use this deck specifically for this reading because of the imagery on it. So a lot of times I will read these cards intuitively with the images, in conjunction with the images, rather than reading them as the traditional tarot meaning. So if you know tarot and you know the meaning of a card and you're wondering why I'm reading it that way, it's because of the intuitive messages I'm getting from the pictures and from spirit. So, right. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, the World card, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. I'm going to pull some more cards in a minute, but let me take these in real quick and we'll talk about what's here. All right, so for starters, what's working for you? We have Temperance and the Hanged Man. And if you notice on this Temperance card, we have joy, justice, anger, sorrow. What I'm hearing is that you do a really good job of managing your emotions, of working through them and not going to extremes. They're also saying you do a good job of taking the downtime that you need. Quiet time, time for yourself, time to do the things that are important to you and that bring you joy. Times you take time to quiet your mind. So maybe you do some meditating. This came up in reading too as well. They're saying you keep your mind in the right place. Your mind and your emotions, you're very balanced in that way. So what's working against you as you try to reach your health and wellness goals? We've got the Four of Pentacles here. What I'm hearing is that, I just want to make sure I'm hearing that right. What I'm hearing is that sometimes you actually starve yourself. You don't eat enough. You're not getting enough nutrients. You're not getting enough nutrition. You're not getting enough fuel. You're so strict with yourself that you're actually depriving yourself of what your body needs. And then we have the World card. It may be, I'm trying to hear these messages. I've got a bunch of messages happening at once. But for a lot of you, or some of you, you're doing a lot of traveling. Maybe it's for work. Maybe it's back and forth to see family or something. But I'm hearing some of you are doing a lot of traveling, and it's putting some strain on your well-being. For others of you, what I'm hearing is that you're not mixing up your routine enough. It's like you're eating the same things every day. You're doing the same exercise every day if you exercise. And they're saying your body has gotten used to it. And so it stops responding. So whatever your goals are, and I don't know what your goals are. only you know that, but number one, they're saying you're not getting enough nutrition and fuel into your body. And also you need to mix it up a little bit more. And if you're one of the people who are also traveling a lot, they're reminding you to keep your inner routines, your meditating, your relaxing, make sure you keep those routines in place when you travel as well. Don't forego them just because you're traveling. All right, so some advice from Spirit. The first thing I'm hearing is move more. Get out more. Do more of the things that you love. Even if they don't have anything to do with your health and wellness goals, they will help you. But also exercise. Move more. And they're saying it doesn't have to be traditional exercise. It doesn't have to be a class. It doesn't have to be running or, I don't know, whatever people do for exercise. It can be something you enjoy. Go out, ride your bike. Go for a walk. Go swimming. Go do the things that you do that you enjoy, but that also move your body. And they're saying part of the reason why you need this advice is because you're not eating enough, so you're not moving enough. So, outcome. Seven of Cups and the Fool. With the Seven of Cups, they're saying you're going to actually start to enjoy. You're going to start enjoying your life more when you ease up here, mix things up, allow yourself a little bit more food, do some things that are fun for you. You're going to start enjoying your life more. You're going to start enjoying how you feed yourself more. Because there will be more variety. And you won't be starving yourself. You'll actually be enjoying yourself. And they're showing me this card and telling me to look at this card with it. They're saying the outcome of, following their advice and listening to this, doing what we're talking about here, is that you are not only going to be healthier, you're going to feel and look healthier. You'll feel more comfortable in your own skin. You'll feel more comfortable in your clothes. If you notice here, she's got all this makeup and toiletries, and they're all kind of just flying into the wind. They're saying you're not going to need those things as much. You're going to be naturally glowing from the inside out. And you'll also be moving more, which will help with the natural glow. All right, let's get a few more cards and see what else they have to say in each of these areas. We have the Death card. Oh, the High Priestess in reverse. This happened in one of the other readings too. I don't ever reverse these cards. I don't shuffle them to be reversed. So I don't ever read them reversed. But this card came up reversed anyway, so I don't believe in accidents. I'm going to leave it reversed. There's a message there for you there. 7 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. So, one of the other things that's working for you, you do a good job of not eating foods that are bad for you. I mean, there's a whole lot of bad for you here. But they're not talking so much about expired food that this card is showing. But you do a good job of staying away from foods that are just not good for you, that are either overly processed or just in general unhealthy. So keep doing that. You're doing a good job there. What's working against you? The High Priestess in reverse. I'll show you the card upright. It says, the secret syrup, the mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know. All right, in reverse, this is what they're telling me. Hold on. They're saying you're not letting yourself enjoy your meals. It's like you eat for fuel. You eat to like just fill your stomach. But you're not enjoying it. Like, when was the last time you had a meal where you thought, wow, that was amazing? You know, they're kind of just pointing out that this syrup bottle, you know, is shaped like a woman, but it's upside down. And if it was upside down, it would be empty. And they're just emphasizing it's a very empty, they're saying it's a very empty existence. I don't think your existence is empty, but, you know, your meals, you know, how you feed yourself doesn't have to be so monotonous. So, advice. Move more. Have fun. Do the things that you enjoy. But also, they're saying, challenge yourself to try things that you've never tried before. Do things you've never done before. Go places you've never gone. I don't know why that message is coming with toothbrushes on a toilet, but that's what they're saying to me. Oh, okay. They're saying it's because no one wants to clean their toilet with a toothbrush. But they're saying try some things that you've never tried before, because you might find out you like it. Give things a chance. Come out of your comfort zone a little. That's an interesting way of saying that. And then the outcome, you're going to enjoy yourself more. You're going to feel prettier. You're going to feel healthier. You're going to look healthier. And they're saying your whole life is going to start feeling more full. Instead of feeling empty, like this empty syrup bottle, it's going to be full and abundant. And you're going to see beauty in places that you aren't even looking right now. They're also saying that although I don't think you're eating foods that are bad for you, they're saying you'll start to move toward eating fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh produce more. And that is going to help. They're saying your whole inner system, your whole body is going to respond to that. But this is going to come naturally by way of doing this stuff over here. Like you will just, they're not saying you have to focus on that. They're just wanting you to mix things up, mix it up and try new things. But this will be an outcome of it, is that you'll naturally grow towards, you'll be naturally drawn toward eating more and different, produce, fresh foods. And foods that you've just never tried before. You'll find yourself really enjoying them more and more. All right, let's get this message for you. All right. And your card is Notice the Blessings. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. And I think part of that message really goes back to what they were saying before about, do the things that you love. Pay attention to what you love to do, what you love to eat or drink, places you love to go. Pay attention to those. Do those more. Be grateful for those things because they are blessings in your life. And they will, if you notice the butterflies, they will help transform you into the new you that you're trying to, manifest. All right, let's get some final messages here. We have, it's manifested. New desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment. What you want is already here. Like, to be honest, I feel like you're pretty healthy now already. But you may be feeling fatigued. You may be feeling like you just want to feel better, look better. And you're going to get there. There's some tips here that I think you've gotten, but they're saying to keep your vibrational energy positive. And things will turn very quickly for you. Respond versus react. One of the other groups got this card as well. It talks about old triggers and new beneficial thought patterns. It's a reminder just to be thoughtful. Really think about what you're doing and eating and drinking and enjoy each moment. When you have a meal, don't let it be a wasted moment. Let it be something you truly enjoy. Same with exercising or just moving more, whatever you want to call it. Spirit really wants you to just start enjoying each moment and enjoying yourself. And they're saying all of a sudden people are going to start noticing you and wondering what you've done. And you may not feel like you've done anything different, but you will have. You will have changed everything for yourself. All right, group 3, that is all I've got for you. I hope this was helpful. Hope it gave you what you needed. And drop me a comment down below if there's anything you want to share. I'd love to hear kind of how it resonated and how things are working for you. All right. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.